Ladies and gentlemen, the person to my left, the person to your right, if you're watching on YouTube, is famous.
Oh, wait, what?
You know about this?
I don't know.
This is awesome. So a few days ago, I was scrolling on the internet. I was scrolling on Instagram, to be honest.
Wait.
Yeah, I like how he's like, where the fuck is this going?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I was watching people's stories on Instagram, and the official up-down story Jacob was in.
Did they post one? Because
it was awesome, dude. I was like, and you were wearing your Alf windbreaker.
Oh, was it when I was fixing the skee ball?
Yeah, it's when you were fixing a skee ball machine.
Because now one of my managers keeps being, when she sees me working on something, she's like, "Can you do that again?" And I film it. I'm like, I guess. But the issue is that the skee ball, I haven't seen the video now, so I'm worried about how long it took me in the video to get the skee ball thing off.
It was just like, have you ever seen the inside of a skee ball machine?
Okay, cool.
And it just like
Yeah.
But I was like, I know that guy wearing the jacket and a hat. But it was on the official up down, and I was like, that's badass.
She's sticking.
I wanted to make I wanted to react or send it to you, but then I was like, I'm gonna save it for this. I'm gonna wait a few days.
Because I haven't seen that. Because I've looked on their Instagram to see, because she keeps taking videos of me doing stuff.
So I'm guessing it was just on a story though. I don't think it was on the main feed.
Sure.
I wish I would have like screen recorded it or something. But you didn't talk at all. It was just like your back.
Sure.
But I was like, I know that. I know those shoulder blades.
But I know that back anywhere. But yeah, when she recorded me, it took me forever, because skee balls are so hard to get the main like face off.
Yeah.
Because
also there's so many parts.
Well, it's got rubber ends on both end, and they get caught in the net so much because the net is like a little bit bigger. So if you're at an angle at all, it gets stuck, and then,
like, fuck.
Then you overcorrect. So it took me like a second to get it out, and she was just there with a camera. I was like, son of a bitch.
Just filming all of it. You had like some like track, I think, that you were holding, or I don't know exactly what it was.
Oh.
But it was cool because it was like dissected pinball, or not pinball, but skee ball.
Yeah, because the inside of the skee ball was broken. I remember that. The 50 thing was on the ground.
Sucks.
Yeah,
that really sucks.
Yeah, because I was watching somebody play. This is the issue with Up Down 2 is I have to watch people play stuff to see if it's working.
Yeah,
while
to
I
see
played
if
it.
Yeah.
But I'll do just a lap, kind of looking at like the coin doors, making sure everything's working, and it's just everybody's ass that I'm looking at, and like people. Like, I think I've seen someone kind of like make sure I wasn't around their drink before, because I'm just wandering and looking at people. I can just
picture you like in the corner with your arms crossed, just watching people play skee ball, and you're just nodding.
So I have to continuously like pretend like I'm not looking at people, or like
you're not wearing any Up Down merch.
No,
you look like you look like you're not.
Yeah, some people come up to me and tell me like, "Hey, this game's acting weird," or like someone will see me doing something.
You need to get like a shirt that says tech.
Sure. I mean, they do make those.
Or security.
Sure. Yeah, I think I saw a group of girls like nervous as I walked by for the fourth time.
Isn't that that's wild? How does that make you feel?
It sucks. It does suck for when I notice
you're trying to do your job.
When I notice people noticing me, I'm like, God damn it! Like, because I'm not playing a game, I'm not drinking, I'm just walking around probably
twirling keys or something.
No, I'm just really looking at stuff. Keys would probably be a better idea.
Yeah, instead of just nothing in your hand.
Or I just have like a power drill. I don't know if is that better or worse.
I mean, walking around a barcade, I don't know. You're just chewing on a screwdriver. It's like your toothpick.
Recently I've been getting the suckers, because for Valentine's Day they had a lot of those like little heart-shaped suckers.
So you're fixing a machine with a sucker in?
It's been really fun. I feel so cool.
Well, because you got something to chew on.
Yeah, and also you get
I like the good mouth, whatever that is.
Just oral fixation.
Oral fixation. Yeah, that's why I do like cigarettes.
I got something for you, buddy. It's called being gay.
Oh, you ever heard of it? You can have anything in your mouth. And by anything, I mean penis.
Speaking of penis, this is the Moist Monday podcast.
Let's freaking get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
I had to fix Jurassic Park last night. It's only half fixed.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
What kind of
shooter?
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever played that.
It's fine. It's probably the worst. No, Revolutionary X is the worst shooter we have.
That game, I want to like it because it's Aerosmith. But
and like you're shooting CDs, but it sucks. It sucks so much. And there's a 3-player version of it.
Fuck?
Yeah. It's so.
What's also wild is they ported that to the Super Nintendo, but it's not a light gun game.
Oh,
it's
so
just
left and right.
It's just a norm. Like what?
Well, the actual
There are light gun games on the Super Nintendo.
Well, no. So the thing is, the arcade is not a light gun game either.
But it's close.
But it's actually not.
Oh, really?
No. So the way there's no like laser going out, because I think that's what light guns are. I've been building them. It's optics and shit. But that's not a part of it. Where the gun is technically pointing doesn't matter. What actually matters is the way you're angling it. So there's a bunch of gears.
Oh, so it's like a joystick, basically?
Yeah, from where it's attached to the game, there's like 2 gears that are running opposite, measuring your
distance,
X and Y axis or whatever.
Smart.
Yeah, and then it's just when you pull the trigger, it knows where you should be pointing.
Oh, so it's like a knockoff.
I mean, it's closer to a joystick with just a fire button, but you
are holding a gun.
You just know where it is.
Yeah, I've never really played it.
What?
Revolution X.
It sucks. It's a dumb game. You can shoot CDs, which is fun and stupid, and like
Yeah, but
Steven Tyler, right?
Yeah.
He shows up a lot. He's got scarves. It's great.
Yeah, but right next to that is House of the Dead. Why wouldn't you just...
Yeah, because there's House of the Dead, Point Blank.
And then Carnival, is that there?
No, Carnival's not there anymore.
Oh, it used to be there. That one's fun, too.
So we have Jurassic Park where Carnival used to be, and I feel like there's one more shooter. Time Crisis 2 is upstairs.
Oh, yeah. That's badass. You got Time Crisis with the foot pedal, dude. That's one of my favorites.
It's so annoying to fix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because also that foot pedal is the grossest fucking thing you've ever seen. Yeah, because you open it up, it's just old alcohol smell and then spiders.
Everybody's feet. Yeah, it's fucking gross.
I deal with so many spiders now. It's awful.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Even in the winter?
Yeah, well, they live in arcade machines. A lot of dead spiders, too, and a lot of living ones.
Gross, dude. Yep. I was like thinking about yesterday. I was like, man, that would be so fun to like do what you do. But then I'm like, nope, not anymore.
It is super fun.
I'm cutting. Nope, cut it off at the spiders. I really don't like spiders.
I'm not a fan.
They freak me out.
They should. They're scary.
But also, I'm trying to turn the tide to them.
Okay.
Because I know they're good.
I do remember living with you. You were weird about spiders. You were.
But like, I know they're good about other bugs.
Mm-hmm. So I would rather have spiders than flies.
Yeah. I remember in my old apartment, there was one in my bathroom. Like, and he was small, just in the corner, and he didn't move. Yep. So I just let him be.
Yeah. We had one.
So every time I was pooping, I just would make eye contact with him. But I would just be like, kill all the bugs, please. And don't move. This is your corner, okay?
Yeah, we have a bathroom corner spider. I think he's dead right now. I'm sure one will come back.
It's scary. I don't like spiders. Do you like that sound effect?
I do.
That sounds like NBA Jam. Whoo, Tim Kissler here. I just got back from Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I both traveled this week.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You want to start with yours?
Yeah, because mine's quick. So it was a work trip. I had to drive like a semi full of arcade games down to the Kansas City Uptown.
Which is how long? A 3-hour drive?
4 in the truck. Because the issue with the truck is they get to like 65. And
then they cap out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, if you're going downhill, maybe 68. Uphill, you're lucky doing 60. Yeah. It's awful.
I mean, that's why people get mad at semis because they're going, but it's like it's not our fault.
Other semis can go faster.
Oh, okay.
I think it's these rental ones that just kind of, because they're also not technically a semi truck. Like I don't need the next license, but if you look at them, it's a semi. It's a semi. Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was doing FedEx, there was caps on some of the trucks for speed wise, and that sucked.
Yeah, I had one of those because also like
I wanted to speed.
Yeah. Also, like some of the caps were under the speed limit.
Yeah, on the it's like, God damn it!
Especially if you have to go far away. Yeah,
I was driving an hour away.
5 miles an hour matters when you're going long.
It adds
distance,
up, dude.
Yeah. Isn't that weird though? Like 5 miles an hour, technically in an hour, you're only 5 miles ahead of somebody who's going like that. And you can drive 5 miles in 5 minutes,
Keep going.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 60 miles an hour. Yeah, it's not weird. But like, it's only that, but it seems like it makes such a difference.
I mean, it does.
Kind of. It's just 5 minutes.
Every time I'm on a road trip, I always try and beat the estimated time.
It's so fun.
But then, like when you stop and it adds minutes, you're like, God damn it!
Gotta get it back.
Yeah, I got to speed.
It's such a fucking bummer driving the truck because I had my maps open that it will take longer than the time.
Then what it says,
because you keep looking at it and it's counting down, but technically it's at a like alternative time,
and you're like, fuck, this is gonna take so much longer.
We're looking at that. It makes it feel like there's more than like 60 seconds in a minute.
Yeah,
because time's not going down as fast as it should.
You're going slower.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're driving? Do you have headphones in?
Yeah, I'll keep one headphone in and just like a podcast, like the Moist Monday podcast. I guess I don't need to do an ad. I don't need to do an ad in the middle of a podcast that they're listening to. I guess
the middle, 10 minutes in.
Shit.
He's like, I was hoping it was the middle. I'm out of stuff to talk about. You don't listen to this while you're driving.
No, that'd be horrible.
That's what you're like, I'm going to turn into the ditch and hope I die.
Just gonna hit that median real quick.
But then when the police show up, it's Panic at the Disco. It's a new album. God damn
Last
it.
album.
How did that
Is
get?
that a bummer? It's their final album.
That's how they ended
It
their
was
career.
horrible. I don't even remember the name of it.
Viva Las Vegas or whatever. Viva
Something like that.
something. I don't know. I
Maybe.
never listened to it.
I listened to it once.
And you were scared you were going to die to it. That's one of my favorite stories you've told on the podcast. Back to Kansas City.
Yeah, back to driving.
We're getting distracted in this one.
So everything was fine. I like went there, dropped off the games, and I had to pick up some games, and I had to drive back to the bar. But when I drove back to the bar, there's this weird alley that you don't have to go through. You can. And I decided to.
With a semi.
Yeah, and so I was getting up. I had to go over this big hill, and I was here. I fucking scratched the side of a rental semi.
Oh my God.
It was against a yellow post, and I could hear it. I could kind of feel the pull of it. I looked back, and it was maybe the issue was like a scratch on a car, like a few inches seems like a lot, but with a truck it was like a couple feet.
A couple feet.
Because I look back, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but it's like you got to keep going then.
Well,
you can't back up.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't keep going because I wasn't gonna make it through the alley.
Shit.
Yeah, and then I have a fucking another guy that I work with watching me but he's at that location, so he doesn't know me.
He doesn't know me. He
But
doesn't
I'm like,
matter.
how bad is it? And he's like, it's happening. Like you're against
You're in it.
Yeah.
You're stuck in the middle.
Well, we don't know yet. So then I sat there for probably 2 minutes.
Just silence.
No, so I was trying to figure out what are the mechanics of how do I get away from this pole?
Yeah, and
as quickly
so you make less damage.
Yeah. And because you back up a little bit and you're still against it.
Yeah, because you dragged it. Yeah. You're between a rock and a hard place right there.
No, I'm a pole and nothing. I should have been
between a pole and nothing, everybody.
Because it's so weird when you're against something with your car because it is hard to get away from it.
Yeah.
Because you
kind of just got to either commit or
right. Yeah. So I think I backed up at an angle, just trying to pull that side away, but then you're still just dragging it around.
And then also that risks putting the other part of the truck.
Also, I'm backing up into just roads from an alley that people can't. Yeah. A semi with a horrible driver.
That has body damage on it.
I'm backing up, and I do a pretty good job of minimizing damage at that point.
The damage is already done.
Yeah, and I freaked out a little bit because I don't know what happens when you damage a rental car.
Yeah, that's there's insurance,
right? Because I text my boss, and his first text, because I sent him a picture of the post I ran into and that just because also he would be aware of
the area.
Yeah. And all he sends back is yikers.
Yikers.
And I was like, so
what do I do?
Yeah. So is there anything I need to do? I think I said that. And he says, man, that's what insurance is for.
Also, he didn't give a fuck.
No. Because I was really nervous because I was like,
and you're kind of new.
Well, yeah. Also, this is my first excursion by myself, and I hit a post.
He's like, actually, they had probably had money bet.
Sure.
Is he going to damage the truck?
And then I read the waiver I signed, and they took my license. I didn't pay for the truck. And it says I think it said minimal damage, up to $1,500 they can charge us or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So maybe the company got charged. I don't know. No, because I was like,
but that did you learn your lesson?
Probably not.
Are you gonna go down the alley again?
No, because they have just a parking lot I can go into.
Yeah, that's what you should have done.
I think the first time I went through the alley too, and I was no issue.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure because I was facing the opposite way the second time after I was leaving because I had to go in through the lot.
And it kind of feels fun because you're like, man, I got this through the alley.
Yeah.
Until you hit something.
So you just.
You ever worried when you go through fast food, those things are so close to your car.
Sure.
Those yellow things.
Yeah.
I'm always worried that I'm going to hit it. And then the person's like, what the hell?
Can you imagine parking as close as possible? So when they open the window, you're just there. God. That'd be so
Your
fun.
face is at the glass.
Food?
Here's your change, sir. Put it in my mouth.
Oh, I didn't mean to wear my new, because first thing I did, and I sent you a photo when I did this, I got myself a trucker hat.
Yeah, dude. But you have another hat too.
Oh yeah, I did get a new hat. This has been a good hat week. Although my trucker hat, I'm only going to wear when I'm driving the truck.
Yeah, because it's a trucking hat.
Yeah, because
you
it has the back open so my head can breathe.
The mesh, yeah.
And it says Cummins on it, and that made me really happy.
Which is a town in Iowa, guys.
Oh, no, that's Cummings.
Oh, Cummings.
I don't know what Cummins is.
I think it's a business.
It must be. And they make hats?
And you just bought it because it was funny?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, this is close to cum.
Yeah. They had another one. It was metal on the hat, and it was a C. But I almost bought that one. But,
it was metal?
Because at first I was going to buy, there was just
Where were you? At a trucker station?
Yeah, just a truck stop. Yeah, a trucker station.
I don't know. I've never driven
a truck stop. You've been to truck stops before.
Yeah, but not as a trucker.
No, you've been to the world's largest truck stop.
Did you take a shower?
Watch a movie, get a haircut.
Yeah.
God, that'd be so fun.
Go to the movie theater, get a hand job. That's definitely what's going on.
Right, yeah. Although, I did look for, I believe they're called lot lizards.
Yes, dude, lot lizards are awesome.
Yeah. I've never seen one, though.
I think they kind of... lizards just kind of stay under rocks and
scurry out.
Yeah, they stay under the semis and then scurry out when when the wind blows.
Suck a cock.
It makes me think of the lizard from Holes.
Oh shit!
With when he
the yellow, the spotted whatever.
That's what I figured. But it's a woman
on your dick.
Yeah, just fuck. Jesus. Now I'm diseased. Yeah, lot lizards. I always thought it was so funny.
Yeah, it's a good name.
I think that'd be a great band name.
The lot lizards. I'm sure there is one.
Just a trash metal.
Good name, but bad branding, I'd say.
Yeah, you can make some cool merch.
Yeah, but I'm saying just for the prostitutes. It doesn't make me want.
No. But that's why truckers are dirty.
So what is the best escort?
Prostitute?
I'm saying, I think escort. Escort's classy. I think they're also a little different.
Yeah, because those are legal, right?
I think when it's illegal, you can still call your, I feel like that's more of a date. They go out with you.
You got to pay for dinner and then you get sex.
Yeah,
and they dress up.
I just assume, I always see them as fancier.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never,
because it's a service. It's an escort service.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like it's more of a business, less of a pimp.
There probably is
Sure, because I think pimps are the only thing wrong with prostitutes and sex workers.
Oh, why? Because they beat them.
Well, that ends up happening, but also just you don't need a middleman for your pussy.
Yeah, and then that takes some of the money.
Right? Yeah, didn't take any of the dick.
Yeah. And he's just walking around with a cane. He's got a grill in.
Yeah.
And guess what you call him? Gator. Gator ain't take no shit.
I was going to say Big Daddy or something like that.
I was talking about the other guys.
Yeah, I know.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
It's so funny that he was a pimp on accident in that movie. That's his backstory.
I do like the pimp aesthetic.
Like a cane and
I picture a big purple jacket with black and white fur in coat.
Really nice.
That big hat.
With a giant ring.
To bitch slap somebody. Yeah. God.
Where's my money at?
Well, I bet they have a thumb ring too.
Oh,
those are so dumb.
And they have big hands. Mm-hmm. They could have been a basketball player.
Oh. I don't picture pimps as tall.
A little tall. But they're more like a tank.
If I think of a pimp, it's Cat Williams. Visually, I think he's dressed as a pimp before.
Yeah.
And I think was one of his albums have the word that
Pimpin' Ain't Sexy.
Is that actually one?
I don't know.
Oh,
it sounds like it could be.
Guessed. You guessed a comedy album. Pimpin' Ain't Sexy.
It sounds like it's something.
Sure, but I don't think he would stand on that ground.
Yeah, that he does dress like that because he wears the
for sure did. Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a while, actually.
He's back in the news because he went on a big rant. I think he called Kevin Hart not an insert, but as in he was chosen by Hollywood to get famous or something.
Oh damn! So he's calling him out.
Yeah, and he said some big stuff, but also I recently watched a video of him getting into a fist fight with a 17-year-old, and he loses.
What the fuck?
It's so funny.
Okay, I need to watch that. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do when I get to this part in the editing. I'm gonna pause and watch the fight. It's gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah, that was mine. That was all I did.
Yeah. So, yikers is funny.
Yeah. Yikers. And I have heard him say that in person too. That's just a part of his vocabulary.
You know what my grandma says that's kind of similar to that? She'll go yike.
Ugh.
Just a singular, and it's so funny. It also sounds like that's maybe a slur.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, do you know what my grandma says? The Orientals.
Yeah.
And she's like not even a racist old lady. I think
That's
she's
just what that
she just didn't know that changed. And I guess I don't know why that's offensive, but I just know that you don't call Asian people that.
I mean, isn't there an Oriental store downtown?
Yeah, there is.
And it's called the Oriental store?
It is, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. That's problematic.
I think so.
I've never said it, except for right now.
Right.
On public podcast.
So you'll have one evidence of it.
Fuck.
But besides that, never said it.
Yeah, never said, God, I almost said it again. Almost trapped me.
I think I've only said it when telling that story. Because like I think they had Asian neighbors and she said, yeah, the Orientals next door. I'm like, God, Grandma.
Just say your neighbors. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a really good point.
Yeah. We know what you're talking about.
That is a weird thing. I don't know if all races do it, but white people for sure do. Just we include race in a story if it's not even a part of it. And I know you and I do that.
Yeah, because I'm always like, oh, there's a black dude.
Yeah, but also a lot of times the last time we did that was because the black guy was nice to you, and that's just it is extra fun.
Yeah, and it's
a
like,
treat.
Because I don't want if a white person's nice to me, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it.
That's I really like it. But yeah, but like, God, there's nothing like an old black woman calling you like sweetie or something like that.
Oh, yeah, when you go to the checkout line.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah.
That and like a black guy giving you a good high five.
That's what I got one time in the parking lot.
Those two
It was
things,
amazing.
I always wonder, like, do they understand the power behind that?
Oh, for sure.
I think for the high five, they absolutely do. But like, I feel like for the sweet old lady, it's just who she is.
No, she calls everybody that.
Yeah, but I
How you doing,
pretend like
honey?
she doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the lot lizards, they love me, not everybody else.
I can't wait for you to get a lot lizard.
You'll know by the look of my mouth.
You just come home from Kansas City and you have one on a leash.
Oh gosh, Jesus! I was saying just like I got herpes on my face or something. Now that I purchased one,
I didn't say purchase. You're the one that brought.
I guess rent.
Oh man, that's even worse.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind.
I mean, I was thinking lot lizard. A lizard's an animal. You put a leash on animals.
You don't put a leash on a lizard. I guess if you're like a pet kimono dragon.
Yeah, and then you go on a walk with it.
Those eat people though.
So do lot lizards. Throw
them down.
Throw them in the fucking basement.
Jesus.
You're like, what's that noise? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just my feral lot lizard.
I do picture that they're still able to scurry up walls.
Yeah,
or like you turn on the light and they just.
Yeah, they go for the nearest dark corner on all fours. But it's just a scantily dressed 40-year-old woman.
Right, yeah. Just sunspots and like old, like it's
Jesus.
they're blonde, but it's definitely boxed and like golden.
Yeah.
I picture the old woman in Futurama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's truly who I picture when I hear the
and
term.
now you're like, oh, I do want that now.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just picturing Leela.
No, yeah, it's not the hot Cyclops.
I do like her.
I know. That was a weird thing that's the first time I think there's been like really attractive Cyclopses.
Well, also it's voiced by a hot lady.
Yeah, I do love her.
Yeah, Katey Sagal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from 8 Simple Rules.
And Married with Children. God, she was 8 Simple Rules too.
She was the mom in 8 Simple.
God damn.
Yeah. I forgot she was Married with Children.
And also,
Because she was young in that.
Yeah,
but she played a mom.
Also, Sons of Anarchy.
Whoa, I've never seen that show.
So she had like 3 shows that went on for like a decade.
And then Futurama.
Right, which
is going on for their back. I think.
yeah, it's pretty good. I saw the first 2 episodes.
That's a good show, just in general.
Smart House. She's great in that.
Oh, that Disney Channel movie?
Do you actually know what I'm like? Have you seen that one?
Yes. Is she the voice?
Yeah. And then she comes to life later. Recently I saw an interview with her where she would love to be like the voice of like a Siri or like like a Hey Google.
I would love that.
Smart House,
but also that's how it becomes the movie Her. If she's the voice.
Ooh, yeah, because that is a voice you could love.
Well, then Scarlett Johansson's the voice in that. That's why he falls in love with her. Yeah, if Katey Sagal was the voice of my phone, you know how many times? Yeah, I'll be talking to my phone all the time.
Yeah. God, the amount of times I'd like rename myself just to hear her say something to me.
You know what I just thought of? Smart House needs to be added to the list for Moist Movie of the Month.
Sure.
That's a great
We're
idea.
just going to do Disney Class. That wouldn't be horrible.
That'd be a great one. Because I watched it when I was a kid, but haven't seen it since. Old classic Disney movies?
Yeah, we could do like Eddie's $1 Million Bake Off.
$1 Million Baby.
What?
I don't.
No, that's the boxing movie where the woman falls on the thing and gets what's the word? quadriplegic.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's not a happy movie.
I think I only know that from It's Always Sunny.
Oh, sure, yeah. Wait, just because I said Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, you said $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, and also autism. That's all I got.
Saw a dot, you connected it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what
The
else.
$5 Million Man.
Nope. Get off the... This is the only one with a big number. 13th Wish?
Oh, 16 Candles?
Nope. We're not Disney. That's a weird movie, though.
Pretty Woman?
I think you're thinking Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
That's a movie in my stack that I've never seen. But I own it.
It's
I might
disappointing.
watch it today. Oh,
Now,
it's bad?
it's not bad. The love interest is so stupid.
But that's what's her name, right?
Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
She's really good in it, and I love her character in it, I think. I can't remember because all of her characters are similar.
Yeah.
16 Candles is probably her best.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Really? 16 Candles is very good,
But
except for it's...
I love The Breakfast Club.
Speaking of...
Problematic?
Yeah. 16 Candles has an insane Asian man in it. His name is Long Duck Dong.
Oh, Jesus. That's his name?
Yep. And every time he enters a scene, gong. No joke. There's a gong noise. Anytime someone says his name or like
Is
he
this
does
supposed to be
something,
funny?
it's hilarious.
Yeah, okay.
It's really bad, but
funny.
Yeah, it was in the 80s too. Also, like 80s movies really played around with funny sexual assault, or not even funny, just woman's passed out or confused on who the boy is.
Yikes.
Like that happens
Yikers.
in that. Yeah, because in 16 Candles, I think the girl's drunk and she thinks it's her boyfriend, and then so the nerd gets to sleep with somebody.
Oh my God.
But like first time I saw it, I was like, good for you, dude.
Yeah, you got
But now
some.
you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you took advantage of her.
God, what's the Revenge of the Nerds? I think does the exact same
Oh.
thing. Like, yeah, those movies are weird. Like,
The sound effect thing, though, reminded me of Young Frankenstein.
oh
When
sure,
they
with Frau
yeah, and then the
Lucker or whatever,
horse
yeah.
goes up. That's always funny. But speaking of Moist Movie of the Month, Heavyweights is this month's.
Yes.
And we're getting to the point of we got to review it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be part of the first Moist Movie of the Month, freaking watch it and send us an email, moistmoneypodcast@gmail.com.
Watch Heavyweights. You can send us your review, or just I would just be excited to know who watched it.
Yeah. We've gotten one email so far.
But it's a long ass
And
email.
I haven't read it yet because I
Right.
haven't seen the movie
Yeah,
yet.
because I skimmed it and I learned something about the movie that I'd forgot. So
Oh,
so
fuck
then
yeah.
I didn't read anymore.
Yeah, because you told me don't read it.
Yeah, because it's a in-depth thing, which I fucking love.
Yeah, I got so
So
excited.
send in your Moist Movie of the
Yeah,
Month reviews
please do.
for Heavyweights, the Disney classic starring Ben Stiller.
About Fat Camp.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Fat Camp.
But it's time to talk about Colorado.
Yeah, I was going to say, now for your trip.
Yeah, now for my trip.
We'll see where this takes us. Probably to Colorado.
Because my trip was 4 days.
Yeah.
So there was a family friend that passed away. So that's why we went to Colorado for a funeral. So it's
How close were you to them?
it was my stepdad's friend.
Okay.
So he was 70.
Oh, okay.
So, a little bit older. But
That's still...
no,
I want
it's-
to live past 70.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean, he had like a stroke 2 years ago, so he almost died.
sure.
And then it was the last 2 years have been rough.
God, post your first stroke.
Yeah,
That-
it sucks.
Yeah.
yeah. He was like last couple of months, he was like bedridden.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's
Ugh.
like So they were all like, "I'm glad he's not suffering anymore."
Sure, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, that sucks.
I hope that's not how I go out. I hope that's not what people say when I die. Like,
it's
better now.
But also, that's how people will remember you. Then the people that are around taking care
that's
of you.
true.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I remember like when my great grandparents died and visiting him at the nursing home and stuff. Like that's like one of the last things you remember of them.
But did you know them much before that time? Because like
I knew him a little bit, yeah.
Sure,
because I used to go to their house.
Oh, okay.
When I was growing up, yeah.
Because like my grandma, I never knew. Not the one who says Oriental, the one who's actually racist. I never.
Yeah, the one who
really-
says the even worse things.
Yeah, she had Alzheimer's though, so she didn't know.
She would forget every time she said the N word.
I have never said it in my life.
You just said it 5 minutes ago, Grandma.
What was that? God.
No,
Yeah.
but it was so every spring break growing up, we would go to Colorado and we would always hang out and visit them.
Okay.
So I did know them, and like his wife is really cool. It's what's crazy about his wife is she's like a grandma, but she just doesn't give a fuck.
Oh.
Like she we for the funeral and stuff, it was like at a Catholic church, and like she was like wearing like a fur coat, and we were in the church, and she was like, "Do you like my coat? It's bitchin'." Like she's
a 70-year-old woman.
She's just her.
Hell yeah.
And then like after we buried him, she was like, "Man, I need a stiff drink and a joint."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, "Amen." but she just doesn't, and I love her. She's fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. Got to be a fun old person.
Yeah, she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And that's how she's always been. Even when I was like younger, you know, she's always
that is
been.
Nice.
She just doesn't give a fuck. And but so we were there for 4 days. It was basically like a 3-day bender
for everybody.
Yeah, that's kind of how I described it.
Seems like that's what she would have wanted.
Yeah,
it to be like that's a good
because everybody there smokes a ton of weed because it's legal there.
God, that'd be so nice.
And we're big drinkers, and then they drink a little bit, so we were like drinking,
just mixed it.
So like the first night, I noticed that there was like a pipe lying out, but they were kind of being secretive about it because they didn't know if we smoked.
Sure,
because we were.
Well, and also, you're the kids of the group still. I'm assuming are these other adults? Or,
yeah, these are adults.
Like people a level above you guys.
Yeah. And they have kids.
Oh,
you know?
sure.
So one of the kids, which is wild because the last time I saw him, he was like, I remember when he was born.
Sure.
But then when I saw him, he's 20.
Ew.
Like I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that's wild because I remember like hanging out with you when we were 4. Like, yeah,
that's so weird.
It's insane. But he was smoking, and then I noticed on top of their fridge they had like a ton of weed, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." But then it finally got to the point where they were like, "Do you guys smoke?" And we were like, "Yeah."
A lot.
So then it just became just fucking pipes being passed around, joints being passed around, and what's wild is my parents were there, but
they couldn't tell you no either.
Yeah, me and my sisters were like, we don't give a fuck. So I remember one point, I reached over my parents and grabbed a joint and just smoked it right in front of them. I felt like I had so much power.
You could have just been, I'm grieving, and they couldn't say shit.
But it was awesome. It was like a 3-day bender, like partying, drinking a ton. Like I would wake up and start drinking and then smoking. And it like every day I got, maybe because I was like drinking the hangover away, but every day I got drunker and drunker.
Jesus Christ.
So the third day, like the day of the funeral, I was really fucked up. Like after the funeral, because the funeral was in the morning, luckily. But I was like, I think like you guys sent a Moist Monday photo, and it was like 4:00, and I was like, I'm fucked. and then I stayed up till midnight, and I kept going.
All right.
So that's Booze Free February, going great.
Have you drank since?
Yeah, drank last night.
All right, so you're just not doing Booze Free February.
I've been sober. So we're recording this on the 18th. Spoiler alert. I've been sober.
Yeah.
7 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not good.
I guess like.
Well, the first weekend I went to Iowa City.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the excuse.
And then someone died.
Yeah. So and this wasn't planned, and I was like, I'm gonna party.
Yeah.
But it was fun based on the circumstance.
Sure.
And then like the last day, our flight didn't go out till like 6 p.m. So we had like all day Tuesday. So we went like exploring in like the Colorado mountains. Okay. And that was, dude, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Where was it in Colorado?
We went to, I think it was Cedar Ridge.
Okay.
It's a really small town, like in the mountains, but the closest airport was an hour away, and it was Grand Junction. And that's even a smaller town and a smaller airport. Like literally when we got dropped off at the airport, security wasn't even open.
Oh.
And we had to wait for security to open to go through security, and like, no one was there.
Weird.
It was weird as fuck. And then like, there was just one plane taking off, and it was ours.
Yeah.
I've never been to that small of an airport where it's just like...
No, because you think like the Des Moines airport's small, but like...
that is small, but they're always open.
Right, yeah.
You know?
There's always flights.
Yeah, no, this is like they had 3 flights that day, 2 in the morning, 1 at night, so they just closed in between.
Weird.
Yeah, because they don't want people standing around doing nothing.
I guess, yeah. And like if...
And so we got to the airport 2 hours early because that's what you do.
Yeah,
but it's
you could go there 20 minutes before
yeah,
and be
we
fine. Because also the plane would probably wait for you.
Yeah, because it wasn't even a full plane.
Right.
They need everybody. But it was fun. I got a really cool Colorado mountain puzzle that I'm going to do.
Nice.
Of like the beautiful scenery. It was fun. Except for the sad.
Death.
Yeah.
Except for all the death.
But I will say like the cemetery that we put him in. I didn't have any joys in it, but I was just there. Yeah. It was a beautiful cemetery, like up on a hill, and then like the view,
just mountains,
and it's like that's beautiful.
That would be nice.
Like it's just like you're buried there, just surrounded by the mountains, because they've always lived in Colorado.
Sure,
he was a mountain man.
Yeah, that is a bummer that like cemeteries here don't have anything incredible.
Yeah, it's just next to a road and
or like literally just somebody's backyard.
Yeah,
I know. Like growing up, my cousin's backyard, just on the other side of the fence was a cemetery.
That's just so weird.
And then like our grandpa's girlfriend was buried there, and so it was just like, oh, she's right back there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, like we'd play kickball and go over the fence. They're like, all right, who has to go into the cemetery?
Who's gonna go get it?
Yeah, and we always send just the youngest one.
Oh yeah. And then you run away and hide. And when he comes back, like, he'd be so scared. Do they all die? That would be terrifying. But wait, I mean, it was a beautiful view, but it's also a small town. So it's like, it sucks because it's a lot harder for people to come visit, I think. And like, you know, but luckily they like, his wife lives in that town. And then like his daughter, one of his daughter lives. Okay. What's wild is his wife and daughter live across the street from each other.
God.
So that was kind of fun.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice just so you could bounce back and forth. Yeah. Like, I love my parents, but I couldn't live on the same street as them.
No, they literally live right across the street. But it was nice, you know, because they moved when like he was sick. So like it was nice.
They came in,
and
that
came
is
to
nice.
help, and yeah.
Do you visit cemeteries for people that have died? Because I never have. I
visited my brother.
Sure, but like, does the plot mean it to you? Because to me, it's just like.
It is weird because my brother doesn't have a headstone. He just has like a little plaque because it was cheaper.
Sure.
Because headstones are expensive, dude. Yeah. But I visited that a few times and like I could just read his name.
Sure.
That's like the only time I can
see that being nice. Yeah.
But also like nobody, and what's wild is nobody lives in that town anymore. Because my family used to live there, but then they moved away. So then my brother's just buried in this town that no one lives in.
That's fucking
that's
weird.
what's weird is like.
Because that's part of the reason
people move and like, but bodies don't.
Yeah. I mean, they do eventually, I think.
Yeah, and they decompose.
Well, no, because they fucking pump you full of shit that makes it so you don't.
What?
Yeah. No, they remove a lot of your, like, innards and then pump in, like, formaldehyde and shit like that. And I don't...
I just want to... Put me in a tree pod. That's
sure.
what I want.
Yeah. Well, that's, like, I'm fine being, like, burnt up and stuff. Because also, I think I've visited my grandma's tombstone before. I've never been to my grandpa's.
It's kind of nice. And then you can go and like some people take flowers and.
Sure. I've just always been the person where it's like, that's not them.
Yeah.
It's just whatever they were.
But it is nice. Else. Like when I go to visit my brother, I usually do it alone, but it is nice to like have like it feels like a moment with him.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. And I think that's why people do go to cemeteries.
Sure.
Is they can just like kind of ignore the outside world for a little bit and just like kind of remember him. It's like an isolated moment.
Yeah, I could see that for something like that especially too, where it was like very much a relationship cut short.
Yeah. So you can have a little bit more time.
Right.
Yeah, but I remember when we were burying the guy that died in Colorado, she was like, I want his head over here.
Oh.
So like we had to like turn it because she's like, I want to know because when we put the headstone, I want to know where his head is. So then when I come to, I'm like, wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because it's not a thing like you're not supposed to stand on a certain part of a grave.
Yeah,
like
I think so, but it's hard. You walk through cemeteries to get to. So it's like, and then also like when you're putting someone in the ground, they like put the chairs up, and there's graves all around,
right?
That just kind of cover it with. Yeah,
imagine
tarp.
like you like come to like visit somebody, and you're like, oh nope. That guy's family's sitting on him. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, it sucks.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah, so I was like standing there and I looked down like right next to my left foot is someone's grave. Oof. But I'm like, this is where I have to stand to watch him go down.
And like when that person was buried, they stood around that.
Yeah. So it's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But it is kind of wild how they do it. Like they build like this weird device, where it slowly drops into the ground. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah. I wish I could just, I've talked about this before. I just want to be thrown in the woods.
Yeah, and just get eaten by bears.
Yeah. And then people can visit those woods and be like, that's Jacob. Also, there's bears. There's bears in there that know human flesh.
Yeah, that have the taste for blood. So,
God,
they're waiting for more people to come in these woods.
I would love that if that could be my legacy.
Did you start a fucking bear apocalypse?
I just introduce human meat to the bear population. That's the last thing I do on this earth.
2030, the bear apocalypse
caused by this man.
Who has hours and hours of podcasts.
Hear him call Asian people Oriental.
Jacob said it a lot. I'm going to do an Oriental count. God, now I'm saying it.
None of it's negative.
Isn't that a flavor of ramen?
I think it's a flavor of food. Maybe that's the issue.
Yeah. I think there's a flavor of ramen called the Oriental.
Yeah. Isn't like the Orient like an actual like
spice maybe?
No, I'm saying a place too. Like I think that's a specific
like
group
a country?
in Asia.
I don't know.
Like I think more like a cluster. Idiot, yeah, that's fair.
You're asking the wrong tree. You know what's wild? So we've talked about this before on the podcast about pooping pants.
Oh yeah. Are you about to? From the coffee?
No. But have you ever had a dream that you pooped your pants?
2 days ago.
What? Because I had one a few days ago too. Dude, every time I bring it up, I saw your face like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Well, it wasn't about shitting my pants. Is that I pulled down my underwear and it was just caked and like dry, like kind of like when you, when a movie takes place in like it's like that post-death desert, and there's like those like cracks in the ground, like that. It was that.
Well, it's like you know that chocolate syrup you can pour in ice cream that hardens.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah.
But in your pants.
Yeah, just dry and flaky. I picture like we're in A Bug's Life where they're hiding from the birds.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I love. I watched that recently. It's on Disney Plus, I think.
Probably it's a Disney movie. Yeah, I had that dream just where I pulled down my pants. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, so it was like it's been there for a while.
Yeah, no, it was post shitting my pants.
Mine was fresh.
Okay.
And dude, it was a terrifying dream.
Did you when you woke up, did you just like instantly reach your hand back there?
Yeah. It was the night before we flew out.
Okay,
and we flew out super early.
So it wasn't a night you were shit faced.
No. We flew out super early, so I was sleeping on the couch and I just at my parents' house, and I was sleeping in jeans so I could just get up and go.
Yeah.
So that's probably why, because I was like hot.
Restricted.
I was sweaty.
Yeah.
So I think there was just a little bit of moisture, and then in my mind it was like moisture by my butt.
That's poop.
That's poop. So in my dream, this is so wild. Like this is so in my dream I was an actor.
Okay.
And I was on set for a scene.
Do you know anything about the scene?
I remember I was sitting at a desk.
Okay.
And like we were getting ready to film, and then I just in my dream I just shit my pants. But it's like messy.
Yeah.
And like it like gets on the set. And so like everybody's like, and I'm like doing this like I need help.
I know that I'm gonna have to clean that up.
Yeah. So then like I remember like people leaving, and it was just like a disaster. And it was like so like I was like stuck. Like if I move, it's gonna be a bigger mess. And then I'm embarrassed.
But I can't be here.
I know I can't. It was nasty. But then I woke up and I was like, did I fucking shit my pants? So then I checked and I was like, okay, that's just sweat.
Yeah.
It's just sweat by my butthole. But then the entire time in Colorado, because I was on a bender,
yeah,
and then also eating like shit, I kept feeling like I might poop my pants. And then because it was in my mind.
Sure. Yeah.
And like even ever since then, I've had close calls where I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom now. I haven't. But it was, dude, having a dream where something like that happens makes you get so paranoid.
It's like Minority Report, but just for you shitting your own pants.
I don't ever see Minority Report.
It's about like what's the word? Precogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where they can predict it.
Yeah, but it's like kind of like when you dream about water, that usually means like you pissed your pants or something.
I mean, this morning I had a dream that I peed.
Oh, Jesus.
I have those.
So you woke up wet?
No, I have those dreams all the time, and then I wake up and be like, "Oh shit, did I?" And I haven't.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, no,
you wake up and you're like, "Oh fuck."
Well, we've also talked about, you and I both push the limits on not peeing, especially when I don't want to get up. Like I'll take a nap while I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, I go to bed and I have to pee because I'm just like, but I'm comfy.
Yeah.
Or it's cold.
Yeah, but no, like this morning I thought I peed.
You wake up before Izzy and she's just laying in it. What do you do? Try and clean it up without her while she's
I don't
asleep.
think you could.
Just put newspaper down like Big Daddy.
But like slip it under her.
And be like,
You peed.
You peed.
It's just peed directly on it. Look what you did.
You got to spray her so her legs are wet.
That probably could work.
You probably could trick somebody. And then be like, hey.
Clean it up.
She's like, why does it smell like you? Like, this smells like asparagus.
I've never had asparagus.
Ever?
I don't think
asparagus
so.
is good, dude.
Is it?
But it does make your pee real stinky.
I want to try that then.
No, it's like gross.
But like I want to know.
Yeah, I've done it a few. Asparagus is really good, especially when it's cooked or baked.
I think my parents tried to like fry it a few times or something like that.
It's a really good like asparagus grilled. And salmon or asparagus and like a chicken breast.
Sure.
It's like a healthy meal.
Sure, I can see that.
When I go through like health fixes where I eat a healthy meal once a month,
yeah, that
I'll like make that, and it's good.
It's a nice little once a month treat.
Yeah, where I'm like, I'm gonna get my shit together, and then the next day I eat a frozen pizza.
Yeah,
and then I feel like I'm gonna shit my pants.
Yeah,
dude, I have noticed lately, maybe because I'm getting older, but like I eat a lot of like frozen foods.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but every time I eat frozen chicken nuggets, it just makes me have to shit immediately. And it's always like, so I think it's like not good for me.
I'm sure it's not good for you.
But it's just like, so then I quit buying them. And it sucks because I like them and they're easy to make.
Switch like the chicken tenders. I feel like those got to be a little bit better.
I mean, I bought Aldi's chicken, not barbecue, spicy chicken tenders or whatever.
Because Aldi, I don't trust any of their meat
that's
stuff.
probably. But it was frozen, so I was like, it can't be that bad.
Right.
And it was like $6 for a pound.
Because I buy Aldi. I go to Aldi for everything except for like the big items. Now.
Because I bought a thing of deli meat at Aldi's.
Not great.
I could just tell. I put it on a sandwich, but I could just tell it was. Their cheese is fine.
Okay.
The cheese, like that guy,
but
Kobe
like
Jack.
Walmart cheese isn't expensive either, and that's what I usually do. So we'll go to Aldi, get everything we can, update the list, and then go to Walmart.
It is nice. Bread there is like less than $1.
And it's decent bread.
Yeah, and for bread, most of the time I just toast it, so it doesn't matter.
Sure, yeah. The best thing is, so for our... Do you go to that Aldi up the street, or...
No, I go to the one by Walmart.
Okay.
That we grew up going to.
Oh,
the new
sure.
one.
Yeah.
It's a new Aldi.
Because for me, they have not even a frozen section, just a cooled section with some like not pre-cooked meals, but like ready meals. Those are fucking good.
Okay.
Those are worth it.
Are those? Is that in the middle, like where you look down in the coolers?
No, for me, for this Aldi, it's just right when you get in, kind of next to the produce.
Okay.
Where they have like grab and bake pizzas.
But they're not. It's not frozen.
It's like cooled.
Oh, okay. And you just throw it in the microwave or throw it in the oven, or?
Yeah, they're pretty easy to make, but they're really fucking good. I'll look up the one that we get a lot, and it's great.
I need to do an Aldi run because I went to Aldi's and then I used all my groceries right before I left for Colorado.
Oh, sure. So
and
now
I've
you're
been
just
back for 4
empty.
days. So I've been on a coffee diet.
Oh, nice.
Coffee and Slim Jims.
That'll make you shit your pants.
I also found some mac and cheese.
Oh, you just found some? Just
Well,
loose?
at my parents' house.
I imagine you like swept up all the like macaroni and you're like, that's enough.
I could cook that. Cook all the dirt off.
Maybe we got a stew going.
Oh, yeah. No, but I didn't know. So I found mac and cheese in the back of my parents' cupboard a few days ago. And I was like, oh, this is cool. One expired in 2022.
Jesus.
And I'm like, it's probably still good.
Yeah, how expired could it actually be?
Yeah, because you had fresh milk to it. So.
Yeah,
and you cook it over heat. I'm sure it's fine.
Well, yeah, you boil it.
Yeah.
So like it shouldn't be that bad. But I'm like, I don't think that cheese powder.
No, because it's not real. It's not real cheese.
Yeah, that'd be like a pencil going.
But
bad.
one box is just normal, and then one box is a Shapes Paw Patrol.
Oh, who bought that?
I think my brother did, and then forgot about it because I was like, "Why is there Paw Patrol mac and cheese in the house?" That's from 2 years ago, expired 2 years ago.
Because I do not like the shape mac and cheese.
Oh, I love it.
I think it's way worse.
I love it because I feel like I get more cheese. Like the cheese goes in the crevices.
Sure, I feel like the noodles don't cook as well as I want the little crescent shaped noodles too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, mac and cheese is fucking good. Put some hot dogs in there.
Sure,
cut them up.
But like that's something that's worth buying name brand. I think just buy Kraft.
I mean, this is Kraft.
Yeah, but like Annie's is like disappointing. Like all the other mac and cheese.
Oh, that's what you get at like Trader Joe's, right?
I think so. I'm not sure where Annie's
I've had it
is.
before. Like there's like a white cheddar one that's pretty good.
But like just nothing's as good as just Kraft.
Well,
like
I mean, I you know what I buy a lot is the Velveeta.
see, I don't like Velveeta.
I like
it's
it.
way too different, even
It's
though it's
very
not that
different.
different.
It's
Like,
very different.
It's still like just
I like the shells.
Sure.
But the problem is I'll cook a whole box of Velveeta and eat the whole thing.
Sure. Because I don't know why that always just seems more like baby food to me.
It kind of is.
Yeah, but like where Kraft seems more like child food.
But you know what's wild is when I make Velveeta, I'm like, oh, I'm cooking.
Right. No, you just boiled something for it.
Yeah, but I don't cook at all. So like
Right.
that's what I feel like I'm cooking.
Yeah, I get that way with Hamburger Helper. When you're just
Yeah, but you're browning meat and
sure,
and
then
making
just adding
pasta.
some. But that's
Hamburger
it.
Helper is fucking good.
I know.
though.
I've been.
I haven't had that
craving
in a long time. That sounds fucking amazing.
because Izzy's on. She'll eat turkey now, so it's nice. So now, like anything with ground beef, ground turkey, it's much worse. But
if you're mixing it in with
Yeah,
stuff, yeah, it doesn't
it's
matter.
fine, yeah.
And it's better for you, I think.
yeah, it's leaner or whatever that means.
Last time I made Velveeta mac and cheese, I think it can feed two people, but I
Probably.
eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so since I live by myself, I'm like, I'm gonna use less dishes. So the pot that I cook it in,
just right in your lap.
I just take it to the table and just with a spoon eat it out of the pot.
I mean, yeah. I think I did that
I'm
one.
just like, I hope no one sees me. But when I did that, it was like last week, I think. I did that and then watched Nope
oh,
for the first time.
pretty good.
Dude, pretty good.
Have you? So you've seen all
I've
three
seen
now?
all three now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Because what we're talking about is Jordan Peele's Nope, Get Out, and Us.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I think the order they came out.
Favorite to least favorite. So
Yeah.
Nope's your least.
But I did really like Nope.
I loved Nope because also I like the alien stuff.
Dude, and also the end, I love the way the alien looked.
Well, do you know what
Like,
it's based off of?
no.
The actual description of an angel.
Oh Jesus!
So it's exactly.
Yikers!
So like the biblical definition, because it's insane, where it's just like there's eyes and
that movie was
wings everywhere.
wild. I forgot Steven Yeun was in it, and that was awesome.
I love
and then like
him.
the whole backstory with the monkey and all that stuff, terrifying.
And like unnecessary, but incredible.
Yeah, but then it's also like that adds so much more to the story.
Well, I think a lot of the basics for the story, I do like the talk of like old black people in Hollywood, like black people in Hollywood in the past.
Yeah,
because I think there was like a rancher like that. Like I think it was a little based off somebody.
And the real first image was like the jockey, I think, was black.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so like that's true.
Because I loved that part of the story, and also I feel like a lot of it is just our relationship with animals and if we can tame them or not.
Yeah, and also they can sometimes sense when things are bad.
Right. Well, I'm saying like that they tame horses and it worked well, but they tried to tame a chimp and it ended horribly.
Yeah.
And then Steven Yeun thought he had the alien tamed.
Yep.
But then it turned on him.
Yeah, because he was like doing like the show and then
So-
just fucking eats him.
Yeah, I liked that whole thing.
And also I love the main guy because he's from Get Out, right?
Yes.
Dude,
I never remember his name.
He is
actually British in real life.
Oh, is he really? Damn. I loved him in this movie because he's just so quiet and like, dude, he said so much with his eyes in this movie.
He is so good at just watching stuff. Like the way he can act that way is so weird.
And then Kiki Palmer.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
I
so
love
fucking
her,
hot.
like the renaissance of her, where she's back and everybody's excited about it.
She's a mom now, I think.
Is that where? Yeah, because that's not. I guess did she go somewhere? Maybe she like was on a TV show. I just didn't know.
No, because I think she was like a child star, right? Or
yeah, she was True Jackson
or something like that. Yeah, and then was gone for a while and then was back. I think.
I don't know if she was gone or if maybe she was just like she had a show, like
or maybe
she was,
something that wasn't as big,
or just that we didn't like. I don't know who's on like Gossip Girl and those. So maybe she was on like one
maybe,
of those kinds of things. Or
but
like,
she was awesome.
Yeah, she's incredible. I love her. And
I
they did
love
a
her.
great relationship between the two of them.
Yeah, I love how they're different, but they're siblings.
Yeah.
That movie was. There is one jump scare that it's not even a jump scare, but when the fucking metal horse goes through the window.
Oh, sure.
Where he's sitting there and then just, dude, it scared the fuck out of me. But I think that's the point.
But like that movie with like a good. I want to rewatch that with now that we got a new sound bar.
Yeah, because I had it turned up and it was awesome.
That's a movie I'm really mad I didn't see in theaters.
Oh yeah,
because I don't think I saw Get Out in theaters either. I think I was really late watching Get Out.
I saw all three of those on my same TV.
Yeah, because I saw Us in theaters and it was awesome.
Yeah. Those are your good theater experiences.
Well, because
they're amazing and they're amazing stories.
Yeah, and he puts so much detail into the sound and the color and all that stuff.
Yeah, and
the
everything.
imagery is
And then sometimes there's weird stories and you're like, what the fuck? And then it connects and you're like, holy shit.
But like seeing the alien stuff in theaters would have been awesome. Same with like the Get Out when he sinks into the chair.
Oh
I
my
bet
God. That would have
Ugh.
fucked me up.
That is
the scariest.
That's probably my biggest fear is the idea of that. Just like
that's the best way to visualize it too. That's the hard part is how do you visually tell stories like that and make it have the impact.
How odd was it when we all discovered that Peele's a fucking genius?
I mean, Key and Peele.
Well, yeah, incredible, but also that was like goofy. Like it was incredible, yeah. Like, but also like, I guess not even like far beyond other sketches, but it's still incredible because like you look at like the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff.
Also incredible.
Yeah. But then Key and Peele did a lot of stuff, with race but they made it. But I've heard an interview where I think he goes stand up. Or sketches is a lot like horror because in order to make it good, you do something that the audience doesn't expect.
That's a good point because you also have to.
So that's how you
have 5 minutes or less,
and that's how you do That's how you make something that's funny because you say something that's unexpected. But also, same thing in horror. You do something that's unexpected. It's freaky.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn, I never thought about that. That's cool.
Fucking genius.
Yeah,
but like
Monkey Paw. That's the name of his company.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was just so random because I remember when they announced Get Out and they were like, Jordan Peele's doing a horror movie. Weird.
Yeah, I was like, at first I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard about it. I was like, holy shit.
And then probably one of the best horror movies made recently for sure.
Yeah.
As far as like new story and incredible, like not the scariest.
No, because
like,
I always thought they were going to be scary, but no, I think the scariest was Get Out.
Yes.
And then Us was kind of freaky. And then this one was kind of freaky because about aliens, but it was just a great movie, Like it's just a great movie.
Because I can't remember. Yeah, he has something in the works now. People have been signing on that I'm excited about. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, another movie?
I think so. I think he's doing something too. Because I know there's talks about his next project and also Tarantino's last project.
Oh.
People are signing
his
on
last
for
movie.
it. Yeah, I can't remember who signed on recently, but there's been news about it.
That's a lot of pressure.
That it's gonna, yeah.
And also, Once Upon a Time was great. That's up there for one of my favorites.
Yeah, that
I need to.
That's probably
I'm
top
trying
three
to.
for
I'm
me.
trying to find it because I want to own it.
Sure.
But also, it's wild. I don't own a lot of Tarantino stuff.
I think I own Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time.
I own Reservoir Dogs and
You
I
own
think
Pulp Fiction? Yeah.
and then maybe one more. But I don't.
Sure.
I don't have any of the Kill Bills. I don't.
Oh, I do own the both Kill Bills.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I didn't see those till way later in life too.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
Because I think I haven't seen Jackie Brown. I have not seen Death Proof yet, and I'm looking for Death Proof because I know I'll love that movie.
That's a Grindhouse film though, right?
Yes, but it's still his film.
Yeah.
It's one of his 10.
And then the other Grindhouse films are fantastic that he just helped produce.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Dusk Till Dawn.
And then I never remember the one where the girl has a machine gun for.
I just watched that recently. It's
Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Willis is in it, I think.
Nice. Yeah, I've never seen
dude,
that one.
That movie's badass. Like it's just like, dude, that's like the type of action movies I want.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, this is awesome.
And have you seen the Machete movies?
No, but I feel like they're very similar.
Is that Robert Rodriguez? I think.
Well, I think he did the Grindhouse stuff, and then also I think, did he do like Sim City? No, he didn't do Sim City. But I love like the soundtracks of those movies too.
He also did Spy Kids.
Oh.
And a lot of the Spy Kids people are in
Machete?
Yeah. And
well,
like, in his
the
movies.
uncle is Machete.
And like, that's the same character, I think, canonically.
Oh my God.
I think they said that.
I need to rewatch Spy Kids because I used to love that as a child.
The first three are. I remember in.
There's more than 3?
There's 4, and I think they expanded on the world because I think they actually connected Shark Boy and Lava Girl to the universe.
I used to love Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Wasn't a good movie,
But I used to love it.
but like that's one. If you rewatch it, it's really bad.
And
But,
the
like,
special effects are terrible.
yeah, but like I think Spy Kids holds up. I remember doing a marathon of the 4 of them in college. Don't watch the 4th one; it's no point.
Spider Monkey.
Yeah, and the second one,
I used to
incredible.
love that. And all the gadgets and shit.
That weird little spider bot he
That's
has.
so awesome.
The third one was, I think, the first 3D film I saw, and it was incredible.
Whoa. Okay.
Do you remember that? The third one's 3D.
I never really got into 3D
It's in
stuff.
the video game world.
Oh, okay. So it's a lot of red and blues. That type of 3D? Or-
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, red and-
overlapped
yeah.
one. Yeah. Those movies are so good. And Stallone's the villain for the third one.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Also, like, George Clooney plays the president in those movies.
That's wild. Because they're children's movies, but they're good.
Yeah, maybe they all, well, I guess,
Because they was that Disney Channel?
I don't know.
I think so. I mean, the
I don't think it was
main people are kids.
Yeah, but they're not Disney kids. They weren't in any of that shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do you know the boy in that's married to Meghan Trainor?
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
All about that bass.
I know. Yeah, that's just a weird famous couple that you'd never guess.
That is weird. I found out recently somebody's married to Brenda Song.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And it's awesome.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. Their kids are the cutest fucking things ever.
That's just wild because I
Yeah.
used to have the biggest crush on her.
Yeah.
So we love Zach and Cody. Because it was her and Ashley Tisdale. Oh
Yeah,
my
both
God.
pretty incredible.
That's when I was like, okay, I'm into like tomboys.
Sure.
'Cause she like, had the
Dress,
skirt, but
yeah.
the tie. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's when my love for bisexual women started.
Yeah, that was a good character. The mom was hot too.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the mom pop up on a lot of stuff recently. Talking
really?
shit about Disney. Everybody's turning on these kids shows now. They're
Whoa.
releasing a documentary about Dan Schneider. He's the
Whoa.
guy who made, that's the Nickelodeon one. He's the one who made like iCarly, Victorious.
Okay.
What's the other one?
Big Time Rush?
No. Oh yeah, it wasn't Victoria Justice because that's that. What was Keke Palmer's show?
I don't know.
True Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
I think.
You said that earlier. I've never seen it.
Oh, is that what I said earlier?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never seen it. So I don't
I said
know.
Victoria Jackson earlier. She like worked for like a newspaper. I don't know. It was one of those like kid
Okay.
prodigies. She probably.
I just always thought she was part of like all that.
She was after that.
Yeah. Because
So all that kids are like in their 40s.
Yeah, because that
now.
was like Keenan Thompson
Yeah.
and Amanda Bynes.
Yep.
Because we were like children.
Dan Schneider had to do with the Amanda Show. I know that.
Okay, yeah, I remember
So he
that.
probably worked on all that too.
But he's like a piece of shit.
He's weird. Also, if you look at videos of him, he's fucking weird. He looks exactly what you'd think. When you rewatch, I've seen supercuts of like iCarly where it's just shots of their feet.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like Tarantino, but with children.
But with children, so it's
Yeah.
even worse.
And like they were always like prompted as something funny, but it's also like kind of weird. Like watch us step on these eggs, and you're like, that's not really funny. That's more.
And then they insert a laugh track.
Yeah, and like
It is weird how awkward those shows are, though.
Without
the
laugh track.
soundtrack. Yeah, without the laugh track.
iCarly was a good show though.
I did like iCarly.
I mean, the Amanda Show was incredible. Redefined like how like my comedy
Yeah, humor.
Yeah,
Because it was just a lot of weird shit.
because like all that was pretty good, but I think the Amanda Show was the best.
Yeah, that's when it got like
like
weird.
the and like that kind of shit that introduced Drake and Josh. All that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
so
where
they
Drake.
So I think he probably helped make that show, which then helped to make iCarly.
I love Drake and Josh.
Incredible.
Except that Drake is a piece of shit.
And Josh seems weird. Like he's like with the vlog people.
He seems really weird.
kind of
now.
douchey. Yeah,
But what's wild is he's an Oppenheimer.
that is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drake got accused of shit, and then he lives in Mexico, and he has a full Mexico like he's a pop star down there. He like changed.
So he just ran away.
yeah, and like with his wife, I think, and he
Oh
like
my God.
changed his name. Like he has a Hispanic last name now. He's
So
fluent in Spanish.
his name is Drake Bello.
Just Taco Bell.
Just Dos hombres.
But like he's full. I saw a video of him on The Masked Singer, but like Mexico's Masked Singer. Like
Oh my God.
he's full on a Mexico superstar now. It's fucking
Wow, I mean-
weird.
Good for him, I guess.
Well, I guess.
But also, yeah, you ran away.
Because also he kind of got weird in the end too.
Yeah.
Because also he didn't really do anything after Drake and Josh, and it
Yeah.
seemed like he was trying to hold on to that.
I mean, that was a big show.
Yeah,
and
and
he
like-
wrote the music for it.
Yeah, I love his music.
Yeah, and the
well,
theme
just
song.
the one song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the theme song.
Yeah.
I think there is another song that he has that I did like.
Yeah.
because they promoted his music.
It was like
on
makes me.
commercial.
It was called make me happy or something like that.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm thinking of the same thing. Now I'm gonna listen to that while I'm editing.
There you go.
God, I'm going down so many rabbit holes in this episode. You know what's wild?
That I don't know what we were talking about that led to that conversation. Oh, Keke Palmer. Kind of.
Keke Palmer.
But then it got off Keke Palmer, but I brought it back to her.
That's called full circle. So this year,
Yeah.
changing the subject, is a leap year.
Oh right, yeah.
Isn't that wild?
So 29 days?
I've always what's wild is leap years every 4 years, and why do the fuck do they do it?
I don't know.
So I looked it up.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we're learning something today, but this doesn't.
This sounds kind of like a Robert's fun fact.
So this doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
So what is the purpose of a leap year? People also ask. The day usually occurs every 4 years is called leap day.
Usually.
Yeah, I think it's every 4 years.
I don't like that either.
And it's created by adding an extra day to February. This day is added to the calendar in leap years as a corrective measure because the Earth does not orbit the sun in exactly 365 days.
So it does in 365 and a quarter?
Yeah, it's like so
But when a quarter of a day is a lot.
yeah, so the sun orbits closer to 365.24. So it does that to keep our seasons in.
Oh, see, right, because there's still 24 hours in it. Right.
But it's still what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
that is
still
weird.
weird as hell.
I also hate our calendar. Like
And why?
why aren't all the months closer in the same day? Why is there some 31 and some 28? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but it's just like they did it to keep the seasons in order.
'Cause
But then also with global warming, our seasons are fucked anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But like when did they discover that?
Well, yeah.
And also, does it really?
And when you discover it, how much do you have to then track
and
backtrack?
also, how bad will it get off if we don't? Because it's only one day every 4 years. So if we don't do that, then it
would move.
would it?
I mean, yeah, within a couple decades, it would move a month.
Yeah, that's true. But then you're dead,
We're dead,
and then the next people have to deal with it.
it just keeps creeping. It's the
Yeah,
same
then you're
with
having
like
Christmas in July, snow in July.
yeah. That would kind of suck though.
Yeah, you're setting off fireworks in the snow.
Yeah, you'd have to like adjust it, like everything.
Yeah, so I guess
It's
science.
still confusing
Yeah, it's weird. Like I was like, what is the fucking point?
because
Dude?
I want to get rid of daylight savings. And I know like a lot of people are trying to right now,
Dude, there's some areas that don't even acknowledge it.
which doesn't make sense.
And also, kind of related, but what's the fucking point of time zones?
Well, time zones is because the sun travels across noon. The sun's supposed to be right above you.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just truly it takes longer for the sun to get there.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I've always wondered, like, What the fuck?
Time zones are good.
I am glad. I am happy that we live in the central time zone
Sorry.
because like we're important.
Kinda.
Everybody, like, every year behind or you're ahead.
Or we're
in
the
the
least
center.
important.
No, we're in the center.
Oh, I guess so. The people who are like ahead of us, everyone's behind or really behind.
Yeah, we're in the center, baby.
Yeah, but it's annoying to like. They used to be worse. A nice thing about not having like streaming stuff is like when they say like 8 p.m. Pacific time, and you're like, I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, like when you're watching a live game.
Yeah, and you're just, I have no clue. What time.
Well, I think
They've done better. I think that's not an issue anymore.
I think I saw something like on Instagram where like this year's like wrestling pay-per-view is like going to be in Europe. And they're like 8 years or not 8 years, like 8 hours ahead of us. So if you want to watch it live, it's like a morning. And that's weird as hell. Yeah. So it's like, let's watch some wrestling with coffee.
Well, Izzy has to go in at like 6 a.m. sometimes.
Yeah, to watch for soccer.
Yeah.
And those people just start drinking. Yep. I guess we celebrate the British New Year at 6 p.m.
Yeah, no, she goes in at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, I know, but like that makes sense. That is, dude, time is the place, is the space. I don't know. That's about to go into like a wrestling promo.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like an Ultimate Warrior. He did something like that.
Sure.
But leap year, isn't that wild? I never, it does make sense, but also doesn't.
I feel like there's a better way to fix that. I'm just not smart enough to think of it.
So I mean, we can't control the sun.
No, I'm saying it's like to fix count. I don't know. I also just don't like the random days in a calendar.
Yeah, because February is the shortest month. Mm-hmm. So then why can't we just make them all even?
Or like as close as you can.
Yeah, so this is 30 days, this is 31, this is 30.
Most would be
Instead
30.
One has 28.
Yeah.
And then one has 32.
31. There's no 32.
Oh, there's not?
No, 31's the highest.
Oh, damn. New Year's Eve, that's a 31.
Sure is.
Yeah.
And then it goes into 1.
And then it goes into 2 for the second month.
Oh, yeah.
And the second day.
There you go.
And this has been the Moist Monday podcast.
Oh, that's what we're calling it. All right. Make sure to send in your Moist Movie of the Month reviews for heavyweights at moistmonday@gmail.com.
Moist Monday podcast. He
Moist
always
Monday.
gets it wrong. Try again.
Make sure to send in your Moist Movie of the Month reviews to moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Moist Monday Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We have faces. We do other things. Blah, 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 blah. It's awesome.
Give us 5 stars on stuff, please.
Yeah, let's rate it. Share the podcast, please.
With people you think would like it.
Because
we're not for everybody, and that's okay.
But also, sometimes I'm like, what did we talk about?
I don't
Especially
know.
today.
I have no idea.
It's because we got high before.
Yeah, I'm not even high. I'm just a little bit, but the coffee.
Yeah, I was high at the beginning, and now it's where. But now the coffee.
Yeah,
you know, I'm feeling good, and now I got to go home and edit this because we're filming this
on Saturday. Yeah,
2 days before it comes out. So, cheers, everybody. Happy Moist Monday.
Happy Moist Monday, everybody. Love you, bud.
Love you too. Bye.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
Moist Monday in the morning.